Um, while waiting for it, um, I cannot see in here that you're you're not calibrated as of
Yeah, I
now.
just did the recalibration thing yesterday, and then I
Mm-hmm.
started looking for some coaches before I start going back to
Mm-hmm.
MMR. So I was 3.5, I think,
Mm-hmm.
last game before like recalibration. Yeah,
Before the recalibration. Okay.
yeah.
And
But some
yeah,
yeah.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, it's fine.
Okay. So, may I know the reason why, or aside from what you mentioned, like recalibration, you want the coach to look into your gameplay. Is there specific things that
Yeah.
you want to improve on your gameplay?
Yes, I do. So I think my laning is pretty bad. It's not terrible. It's not good. It's decent, but I think I can do so much better. And I think one of my big flaws is that I'm kind of too passive somehow. I don't know how to uh, assure dominance in my lane. That's
Okay.
something I'm concerned about as a carry player, especially when I'm trying to climb. I gotta win my
Mm-hmm.
lanes in
Mm-hmm.
in order to win the game. So yeah, that's something I need some help with.
Okay. So you said you're not that confident when it comes to the laning stage. You said, or you think that it's one of your biggest weakness as a
I
carry
think so.
player.
Yes.
And when you said that
And
you were too passive, are we talking about the laning mid game? Can you specify that for me?
laning, especially, like I think in this game, like there is a tide, and then I barely just harass him. I just focus on my creeps, and I think that's bad. I do nothing to push the offlaner away. Like unless my supports comes in and try to kill him, I don't do anything, and that I think is a big mistake. Like I know I'm doing something wrong, but I can't get around it. That's why I need someone to actually point it out.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm actually an offline and then support player, and we can easily see how you
Yeah,
actually mess up the lane, especially
that's
especially me. I play Tide Hunter, so those little things will actually matter later on. Um, so yeah,
yeah,
it's actually confirmed that you're going to play against Tide in this
yeah,
bottom lane, right? You're playing
yes,
with Ancient Apparition, maybe?
yeah, AA.
And is it the Shaker or the Pudge?
Shaker, it's Shaker, side Shaker
Shaker.
bottom.
And why you're AFK? What the
I
fuck
think I
is
was
this?
just I was stabbed or something.
Okay.
Wait for it. It's in the
Yeah,
bag.
if I'm your support, I will lose confidence right away. Like, my carry is AFK. Maybe he's not yet
Uh,
ready to play the game, you know?
no, there is something I didn't mention about this game. We were 5 people in a stack.
Oh, okay.
That's why he didn't get triggered or something.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. They didn't even try to pause or disconnect, but
Yeah,
yeah, I guess it's fine.
uh, and mind that
30 seconds
the
to
AA
battle.
is, you know,
Low
is
MMR?
yeah.
Yeah, I can see. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Um, what about your itemization? What's your reasoning behind this?
Yeah, I think now that look at it, I think that I bought something just I don't trust my AA to help me, so I just went okay. I'm just gonna no, that's what I thought. I was like,
Okay.
okay, my support is not gonna do anything, and I'm just gonna get ring of health, and then just stay back and farm.
Like this, just rely on myself.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, it's not really gonna hurt you if you rely to your support. Instead of judging him immediately, I would suggest that you try to communicate with your AA, something like can you buy more consumables instead of just judging right away that he's not going to sustain you in the lane. Uh,
yeah,
it's definitely much better. And
yeah.
yeah, this is going to be a I don't know. Maybe you should go for a different item in here since you're playing against Tidehunter, in which is going to cast a lot of spells in the lane,
Yeah.
especially the Anchor Smash. He's not even going for Magic Stick, which is
Yes.
really crucial in here. And wait. Let's see it here one more time. Sorry. So
It's okay.
um
Oh, one more thing. Lane equilibrium. I really wanna get better at that. If you have
mhm. Yeah,
some specifics.
that's actually the reason why I pause it or I
Yeah.
rewatch it, because you
Okay.
actually mess up the crit equilibrium right now.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Like right here. Okay. The good thing though, if you do this thing, you're going to push out the lane, right? You're going to kill those creeps, and possibly the enemy will have double wave.
Yes.
And in that process, you will get faster level 2 than the enemy, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is that if you get level 2, like faster than them, but if you cannot take advantage of it, like kill potential, they're just going to farm those creeps in here and say thank you for the equilibrium that you did in there.
Okay.
So yeah, it's only effective if you have like really good kill potential at level 2. If you're going to do this thing, and you need to be really good when it comes to the last hitting under tower in order to take advantage of it. Because as of now, as you can see, you only managed to last hit 1 out of 3 creeps so far, because this is the last creep,
Yeah.
and the Tide Hunter is possibly getting level 2 faster than you, because Shaker is kind of out of the experience range.
Okay.
And this lane is gonna be difficult if they get like faster levels than you, because you only have AA support, which is
Yeah.
kind of weak, I could say.
Okay.
That's
So what should I have done instead? Like, I should not aggro, or what if he does the same thing? No, the creep is gonna go up to his range and mine gonna go to me. So I should just go into him, then drag the melees to his melees.
Um, well,
Is that what should I have done?
it kind of depends on what do you want to achieve in the lane. So
Oh,
there, like what I've
yeah,
mentioned, if you're going to aggro the creeps, it will be the melee creeps will be in your range creep, right? But at the
yeah.
same time, it's gonna be killed by the tower. So
Oh, yeah,
you will get faster level 2 in that process. If you are going to do that. But if you are just kind of fine with static, like playing safely, like the enemy has really good kill potential on you, it's actually much wiser if you are just going to control the lane in here, if
okay.
that's what you're asking in there.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
here at this point, the AA is actually bullying the Shaker. It's not a surprise to me because this guy is a range hero. But did you even communicate with this guy like before the
no,
laning?
no,
No.
no.
Because to me, at this point, the Shaker only has one spell that can be used in the lane, which is only Fissure, and
Yeah,
it's every 21 seconds. And then most of the time, the Shaker will not have mana items to sustain the casting. And during the 21 seconds cooldown on this Fissure, look at your spells. Look at the
yeah,
cooldowns: 6, 11, 10, 15. This is significantly much lower, right? Compared to this Fissure, which can be used for aggressive and defensive purposes.
yeah, yeah.
So, if I'm the PA in here, I will talk to this AA. I would say that instead of harassing this Shaker, since he cannot really bully him out in here, like body blocking in here, I would rather go for the Tide Hunter instead and punish the Tide Hunter as early as you could. Especially, he doesn't have a lot of levels or points in Kraken Shield early on.
Yeah.
So in that way, if you keep harassing the Tide Hunter, he will be forced to buy more consumables, like Tango Salve, and possibly the his support or his laning partner will give more sustain for him as well. In which you're gonna delay his item, like Blink Dagger on the Shaker or
Okay.
Boots. Same thing for
Yeah,
the Tide Hunter, and then it's kind of um, low effort to you because you're only PA and you have the AA. So you're going to hit like the Tide Hunter 2 to 1. So it's not like you're going to spend a lot just to harass the guy. You just need to have like
yeah.
proper communication. with the
Okay.
with the AA and then Shaker. But you just need to be careful though, because if you get trapped with a Fisher, you can still die. Just that's
Okay.
the only thing that I could say in that point. So you just need to properly communicate, like formulate a game plan before you head into the actual lane, because you know that you're going to play against Tide, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be Pudge or the Shaker, right? So you need to know the weakness of the hero and the strength of your heroes as well, and your weakness, of course. It's considered. Yeah,
Okay.
you're really chasing the Shaker, even though he's only support. Once the Shaker get level 3, it's gonna be hard for you. Denied in the face. Yeah, I guess you want to go in here. Yeah, you lost some CS right there. Boots rush.
Yeah, that's something I do a lot for some reason. I don't know why.
Why?
It's bad.
Any reasoning
I
you
don't
could
know.
think of?
I guess my reflex is just to go for kills.
Kills? Harass?
Yeah.
If you want to do the harassment, maybe go for glove instead, like more attack speed. So
Okay.
there's a possible chance that you will be able to attack the enemy like 3 times, and then he only attack you like twice because of the additional attack speed that you have. And in this skill, it's not really worth it. You know, you're a safe lane. If you got the first blood, it's worth it. But even so, since the what's happening in here is that you're not really contesting the Tide Hunter. No pressure.
Yeah, he's playing freely.
I don't know why you're pressuring the Shaker so much. He's not the one that will scale. It's
Okay.
a Tide Hunter.
I don't.
So when it comes to the side lanes, you need to know which one will offer the threat to your hero, and you need to know which hero will scale and will create space later.
Okay.
Just think about it. This one. If the Shaker get a really good timing, he will get fast Blink Dagger, right? But that's it. If the Tide Hunter will get the really good time early on, I don't think you can easily kill him, aside from the Nether Toxin on the Viper later, and then some stuns to make sure that he will stay in the Nether Toxin on the Viper. But if the Tide Hunter is wise, like he get 4 staff food, I don't think he will not die. So it's much scarier than the Shaker, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
And please, your itemization. Boots is fine actually for running away. But do you really want to run away in this lane? Like,
Yeah, they can't really kill me.
yeah, they cannot really kill you unless you messed up with a Phantom Strike. Like you committed so hard, like what happened earlier with your first death.
Yeah.
Right?
True. So I should get
Yeah.
stats instead of boots, or something like that.
Yeah, it's fine. But I would really suggest going for this item, magic one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, true. Okay.
And aside from that, infuse raindrops as well. Why do you think raindrops?
Mana regen and the spell,
Spell
reducing
damage
the
block.
magic damage. Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing is that they have Zeus, right?
Yeah, yeah, true.
Almost level 5. Most of the time, the mid laners will get like level 6 by 5 to 7 minutes. So
Yeah.
you need to be wary about it. Now, you cannot really touch this Tide Hunter. Never. You already miss your timing.
Okay.
And since the Tide Hunter is okay now, will not die in this lane anymore, it's actually the one that is bullying you, both of you. See it right here? The Shaker is free from roaming now. Alright?
Tide is fat enough.
So, yep, last hitting, power treads, okay. Why you went for power treads this time? No damage. Dead.
Yeah.
Dead PA. Ah, you actually dodged it. That's nice.
Yeah.
But you're still trapped. Blink out. Panic. Nah, it's fine.
No, my A didn't give me vision there, but yeah.
I almost died, but even if you survive, you're not doing in here. You're not farming, right? I think it's actually better if you just died in here and then respawn with full HP and mana. Because right now, you're basically dead. It's taking so much
Yeah.
time.
By the way, here, can you stop here?
Here?
Pause like here, yeah. Now, after I watched the game by myself, I think I should have backed here. I should like, farm my way in the jungle since I have a clarity and I'm a PA. I have a tango too. Treads, creeps are not gonna kill me in the jungle, and they used this ulti.
Yeah.
I think I should have went in the jungle, right? Instead of just wasting time walking back to base.
Yeah, I agree. That's one thing that you can do to maximize the farm of your PA.
Yeah.
But regarding that one though, since you're still low and you only have like one tango left, and possibly you're just gonna clear one camp at that point, and then go back in the base, I think it's still not worth it because you're going to waste so much time in there. Well, now since you go back to the base, you actually find opportunity for this Tide Hunter, right?
True.
If you're jungling earlier, and then go back to base, regen, I don't think you will see this opportunity and take it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess it's
Okay.
still a good thing. So yeah,
Alright.
you kill the Tide. Shaker TP'd out. What are you going to do here next?
I'm just gonna stay in the lane, I think.
Why? Why you're going to stay in the lane?
I don't know.
This is actually a big opportunity for you. Do you know why this is a big opportunity for you?
Well, he doesn't have support. He's out.
Exactly. He doesn't have support.
Yeah.
The Zeus just died. Possibly the Zeus can TP in here. But that's it. Yeah, Zeus.
Yeah.
Go back. Tiny's actually in there. No communication?
I don't know.
Yeah, they
Can't
scouted.
remember.
And you're trapped in here again. Since you want Battle Fury, why do you want Battle Fury, by the way? End of the game.
Since I have a roaming hero mid, I thought I should maximize my farming. Since Tiny is a kill potential hero, so I should be the hard farmer guy. If I had like a TA mid, I would have just gone this or BKB since we can't farm. We're both farming heroes,
Yeah, too greedy.
That's what I thought. Like we don't have enough greed, I guess. Someone should be greedy, so I thought it was me.
It's actually a good choice to play Battle Fury in this game. But when it comes to your priority, like Battle Fury, after Battle Fury, are you going? Depending on the state of the game, you could go for BKB immediately, because looking into their draft, they mostly play magical damage, right? Only physical is kind of Slark and then kind of Tide Hunter, but very limited.
Yes.
So yeah, just focus on the farming. I actually want to question your decision when it comes to the magic one. It's very late when the time that you pick this one in the lane. Like if you just want to farm, you should just go for a farming item. Like immediately go for Ring of Health instead of waste more like 350 golds in here to get the magic stick and then the recipe. So yeah, it's really too late for me. This kind of itemization mistake will be solved if you have a game plan when it comes to your laning. Like the moment that you're running into your lane, ask yourself: are you going to play aggressive? Are you going to play defensive?
Okay.
So once you ask that question, if you're going to play defensive or aggressive, let's say aggressive, Magic Wand can really help you to be aggressive because of the sustain that it will provide.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, you don't care right now in the world. You just need to farm, keep last hitting.
I think here I did a mistake of not pushing the lane quick, right? I just didn't use my
Exactly.
spell. I was just passively
I'm
farming.
Yeah, I'm actually going to ask you why you're controlling the lane. You have catapult,
Yeah, true.
and if ever that you push out the lane, let's say threatened the tower in here, and
Farm the
someone
camps, yeah.
reacted, yeah, you can farm the camp. But no, you're just content with the creeps in here.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then
are,
slot came.
yeah, it's like actually
And
farming in
yeah,
here, and farm the creep wave. And then after clearing the wave, look what he's doing. Potentially going to farm in here and
yeah.
here, and then go back to lane again.
Yeah,
Whereas to
if I
you,
pushed it would be me.
yeah, that's the difference between you and the Flark at this point.
Okay.
And of course, Slark is much faster when it comes to farming because he got the
Dark
dark
Pact.
pack. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to push the lane. Push the lane.
Yeah, I should use mana.
Yeah, full mana right now.
Yeah.
Deny and main creep again. 2 waves.
I should use mana too.
And what will happen? You're afraid of Slark.
Yeah.
And then he's getting everything. Oof. Tiny is kind of carrying you right now.
There he was. It was actually a bait because he said I'm coming in the mic. So
Okay. Finally,
why
there's
he
a
died.
communication.
yeah, he.
Yeah, communication is really important.
yeah.
In the low MMR though, it's not really utilized, which is a problem because any bracket, there's no way that someone can read your mind. So you need to
Yep.
express yourself. And if you watch some of the pro streamer or tournament, they will really talk a lot in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe try to go for the ancient camp instead. If you just want to farm,
Okay.
I think you can easily take care of it with a blur.
Yeah, yeah, true.
And then you have this Claymore, and then you have the ulti. I mean, you managed to kill the Zeus, but you guys are not pushing the lane. After you killed their mid,
Yeah.
like helping with their killing the mid, you went back to top. At this point, you can actually try to I don't know. It depends on your communication with the team because here at this point, this guy is one of the strongest when it comes to the tower defense, right?
Yeah.
Arc lightning.
Yeah.
This one can only use like Fisher one at a time. Tide Hunter is not in there yet.
Cooldown on Ravage too.
Yeah, exactly. You should try to threaten that building in here because
Yeah,
the
we
creeps,
should have.
the creeps and the heroes will always respawn. Okay, but the
Yeah.
towers will never respawn. And if ever that you took this mid lane, it's gonna be much easier for you guys to move around the map, especially for the tiny. You got Blink Dagger, right?
Yeah.
And if the tiny is busy killing them here and here, potentially no one is going to kill you here because they're gonna be busy into reacting to this tiny's aggression, right?
True, true. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure about the communication though. So that's the best case scenario that I could think of. Because
Okay, got it.
in that way, possibly his teammates are going to defend mid. You are going to force TP, and once you think that you cannot push the mid lane anymore, you can TP to top, and then farm again. At
Yeah.
least you are pressuring them that you are going to take the mid lane.
Okay.
Yeah, keep farming. What is the time that you're going to get this blink? This Battle Fury, 17 maybe,
17, 18, I think.
17, 18. Yeah, 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep farming. Yeah. Good thing you're looking into the map while farming this. So you saw the Zeus and then Tide Hunter. Shaker is missing. Slark is here. And you're going to block it. Yep. It's clear. Like Slark just went in here,
Middle
right?
tower.
Yeah.
It's
My
telling me
bad.
that, yeah, it's telling me that he just finished the camp in there. Can he actually kill him the second time? You shouldn't initiate, but yeah, it's fine. Job is done. The Slug is really stupid
Dire's top tower
in a sense
is
that
under attack.
he's not even suspicious when the PA starts blinking in. Like
Yeah.
PA blinking in, that's some bolts right there. Because PA is so easy to kill and still no Battle Fury. But yeah, good thing you managed to secure the kill at least.
Yeah, this is bad, I remember.
You managed to stun the Phoenix and burst them. Yep. Possibly there's a vision in there. I don't know. You guys keep engaging in here.
Yeah,
The moment
would
that
be
you, yeah, the moment that you kill the Slark, instead of trying to invade their jungle with no vision and no other teammates, like the Viper and then A is too far, you should just be content with farm and then tower.
Okay.
That was actually just feeding.
Yeah. You have no vision at all. And they can easily TP and react.
Just like Axe.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why you delayed your Battle Fury as well. If you didn't die in there, possibly 17 or 16, you have it.
Yeah,
And
even if I used mana in the lanes when I was pushing, I could get, some seconds.
yeah,
One.
farm. Yep, take everything. Farm. Battle Fury done. Okay. You still have clarity though. You could actually try if you're going to save a lot of mana. You could try the thread switching as well, like in
I do
before
it
Phantom
with
Strike.
some heroes, but I'm still not used to use it on PA though. I do it with AM mainly, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I should
Wait
practice
for
that with the PA too.
Dire's bottom tower.
With AM is really important because of the
The blink.
blink. He's too reliant on the mana. But when it comes to PA though, I think you are not going to run out of mana. And yeah, third time is the charm basically. At least he learned his lesson. Any reasoning behind the Morbid Mask? Aside from life stealing.
The Morbid Mask? No, I was
This
just
item.
jungling more and trying to get more farm. It's
Isn't
all-
it already enough that you can jungle with his items? And then this?
I don't know, I was just scared, I guess.
Comfort item? Maybe?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I guess I was thinking maybe I could get a Satanic, but the game ended too quick.
Tower is not what it used
Like
to be.
second item Satanic?
Certain.
No,
It's
after
gonna...
BKB.
Yeah, because if you go for second item Satanic, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's bad. No, I was going BKB and then maybe, Morbid Mask into Satanic, but yeah. I don't think there's... So it's bad, you think? I should just get the Ogre Axe instead? Right away?
Mitchell Hammer. You should go for Mitchell first
Mithril.
for more damage. Because again, your name is Phantom Assassin. Okay? You're not
Yeah,
going to
damage.
initiate. You're going to snipe or assassinate people.
Yeah.
You only need to commit when you think it's gonna be in your favor, the result. So here, let's say it here one more time. I don't know what you're thinking in here. Like,
Pushing.
when it comes to the when it comes to the Phantom Assassins though, I'm not a fan of going for BKB as second item. If I saw a PA building like BKB second item after Battle Fury, it doesn't look nice because when the
Yeah,
when the
look at
game
damage.
when the game goes longer, your BKB is only like 6 seconds in the 30 to 40 minutes mark of the game, and you don't want that, especially for a hero that is Phantom Assassin. So,
Okay.
maybe you should just be content with just farming in here instead of fighting. As you said, your Tiny is the one that will create space and your team, right? So
True.
why bother joining in there?
I don't know, man. I
Maybe
just thought they needed help.
nah, you should not help them. Again, you need to have a game plan. Okay, you need to have a game plan. You need to have like conditions for yourself that if I don't have this item, if we don't have this info, let's say they don't have spells like Ravage, Echo, I will not fight. You know, you need
Okay.
to get those conditions before you fight, because going in like that is basically a suicide, and the enemy will not think twice into killing you because you are the enemy's carry, right? You
Yeah,
are
true.
the win condition of the enemy. Even though you have Battle Fury, look at the net worth of this Lark and your PA. Do you think this is acceptable or not?
Nah, it's bad.
It's bad. He actually went for Midas, and he is not participating for the for the team fights, right? That's the carry should be, because if you're going to participate in a team fight and then you're losing, you're gonna end up with no farm at all.
Yeah.
You need to know your power spike basically with your PA. Know
Okay.
when you're strong, know when you're weak.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's something called peer pressure. I can feel it. But yeah, don't give in to the peer pressure that they're saying, need help, need help. No, just
Okay.
play your carry them, and then they will shut up.
Okay.
I mean, if the game is lost, of course they will always look into the carry, right?
Sure.
Why
Yeah.
this guy is low farm, you know? Those kind of
Yeah.
things. It's natural
Okay.
because
Yeah.
basically they're giving you all of the space, resources, and it's up to you how do you take advantage of those. And as we can see, it's not really worth it based on the
Okay.
result and the numbers itself. So what's the plan in here now?
Just keep sleep pushing top, I think.
Radiant's
split
middle
pushing?
tower is under attack.
Look at the minimap. Look at the
Yeah.
Slark is
I
actually
guess
showing.
they're all mid then.
Yeah.
That's what I guessed. So I went to push, but I think here my team just throw the game
Cordwood before
after
axes
they're gonna fight or something.
Dyer's top
Yeah. Here we lose.
They actually fought in here.
Yeah.
The mistake is the same. Mistake is the same, right?
Just should have stayed top and get the tower.
Yeah. You died the same way as before. You went in without knowing their spells and died in a matter of seconds. So
Yeah.
if I'm your support, I would say that, dude, you are a liability for like 20 minutes. We're letting you farm, and then I will see you join the fight and then die in like 3 seconds. No, I'm going to report you. You know, those kind of things. It's the reality, because the way that you perform right now, you're not playing the PA properly, and
Yeah.
spreads.
I wonder if your teammates actually told you that, or
No.
maybe you guys went silent.
Nobody talked.
Radiant's middle
Holy
tower
shit,
is under attack.
that feeling is really not good, especially when you're
Yeah.
losing and then no one wants to talk. Like,
Tower is under
proactively speaking, what needs to be done, like movement. What will happen in this game is that you are just going to react to the enemy's movement and then hope
tower is
that they will commit mistakes and then you will win the fight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's totally different if, even if you are playing from behind, you guys are still talking and then formulating plans in order to take advantage of the game. You know? It's totally different. Yeah.
True, true.
So you get BKB now, but the problem is you don't have egg right now. Yeah, you will have egg. I wonder what's gonna happen next after this. you are ready to fight now. Your team is ready to fight as well. Cooldown wise, but I don't know their items. You're not checking their items as well.
No.
So let's check the items. Yeah, Tiny is not ready. He wants BKB. Oh, he needs like 2k gold. How about this? He just finishes Aghanim's.
Tower is under attack.
And how about this? Finishing the A on this. Yeah. But I think it's still ready. It's actually bad against Zeus because one ulti,
Yeah.
it will pop the A on this. Because
What do you think
70%.
he should have gone for instead?
Force staff. Yeah.
Okay.
Get away from Fisher, Pounds, save someone from Hook, maybe outside of Nimbus as well. Force stuff is really nice.
Okay.
But what about Phoenix? Yeah, just almost BKB or Aghanims. So your timing when it comes to your BKB is really off. You are ready to fight, but your team is not ready to fight. So this is what I'm concerned about going for second item BKB on the PA. Maybe you could buy another farming or fighting item before you commit to the BKB. Basher is actually fine, but I think the other item is much better.
Tezo?
Yeah, exactly. That's later.
Wait for
Yeah.
Look at the lineup of the enemy. Look at their armor.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
hell,
could just
right?
launch out this. Yeah.
Zeus,
Sure.
9. Reduction, 6. This guy is gonna die, and then he doesn't have any defensive items. It's actually another thing that I observe in your gameplay. Like, your camera is locked into your hero. You don't scout their items. What if this Zeus has Ghost Scepter or Glimmer
Yeah.
Cape? And you went into the fight later on, like blink BKB, and then all of a sudden he just used Ghost Scepter, and tada, you're useless
Yeah.
again. You're gonna
True,
be a
true.
sitting duck in their front. So, yeah, look at that. I don't know. Even here at this point, you should be looking at your teammates instead of locking your camera to your hero.
Okay.
When it comes to the higher MMR, Solaire, they
Yes.
really gather a lot of info in a very short period of time, and then take advantage of it, like process things. So that's actually one of the biggest difference when it comes to the low and then higher MMR. And I actually want you to make it a habit that you check the items of the enemy and also your team, so you could gauge if you are in a good in a good position or bad one. If you need to play aggressive or defensive.
Okay.
Blur
yeah.
evasion. Oh, even though they only have like one right click hero. Interesting.
Yeah.
There should be armor, at least.
Okay.
I think they know that you push bottom, but for some reason they're not abusing it.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's like TP to bottom, and at the same time, even though the neutral trips are not running away from you when you issued the attack, you didn't really check his items. So
No.
maybe he got butterfly, so all of your attacks will be useless later because you don't have MKB. I don't know. Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this guy. You didn't even go for Zeus. All right, you have BKB. Why you didn't commit to him?
I don't know.
I'll take that.
So this is the thing that you mentioned, that lack of aggressiveness, too passive. But
Yeah.
early
just
on,
scared to throw the game randomly.
but earlier you're so aggressive,
Yeah.
like blinking in stupidly and then dying stupidly as well, right? There's actually a
Yeah.
line of the Juggernaut, like bravery and then stupidity thing. Like there's a fine line
Yeah,
between
yeah,
them. So I think
True.
we hit the mark in there. BKB, look at him. He commits. We go for BKB. You can actually start going in Even before the shaker, you go for the Eos. See it right here? The enemy actually saw your position. So here at this point,
Yeah.
you have the cash range. While you're waiting for the shaker, right? You can actually go for the Zeus. If
Yeah,
you just
true.
move closer, if you just move closer instead of staying in there, look at here. You're just waiting for the shaker, and then you even
I
went
guess
for the
this
Q first.
had haste.
Yeah, I got haste for sure. What about this item then? You're actually kind of lucky with a bash.
Yeah.
So maybe
True.
stop wasting time. Just go immediately. And you're playing in the Nimbus. Yeah, look at the bash,
Alright.
right?
I was actually
Even-
out of the Nimbus by 1 millimeter, I think.
Yeah. Even without BKB, as long as you can get on top of the Zeus, he will fucking die. He's so squishy.
Alright. Yeah, true.
And then you have the attack speed to be able to get some bash in there. And what happened to your Viper? I think
I just lost connection. It's okay.
abandoned.
Maybe.
He didn't.
Oh, okay, so he came back.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're ready to fight, go fight. Don't wait for it.
I shouldn't pop BKB too early, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because the
Okay.
one thing for sure in this fight. Well, let's go back in here. One of the things that I actually hate about your game is that your camera is really limited. Like your vision game. Here, look at the shaker. Right? Shaker is not going to turn around and then use Fisher. Even so, you can easily pop BKB, and they already use like the dismember, which is kind of instant when it comes to the casting, because you are way too close. The Ravage and then the Fisher can easily be seen, and you'll be able to react with a BKB, right? So you don't
Yeah.
need to panic to use it. There's so much thing that can work that can be done in here. Like right now, when they're going on the on your tiny, you can actually go to the pudge, potentially bash him, and then it will cleave, right? They're aligned in here.
Yeah. True. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And after cleaving, or maybe bashing the pudge, the tiny is back to business. Like do some right clicks. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then after that, you went for Slack, which is really hard to kill because you don't know if he already uses ulti. Yeah. Ravage. You need to get back. Yeah, no. Maybe blur and
I'm
then TP
dead.
out. Nah. You're dead. It's fine.
Rip.
It's 4 versus 5, so even if you guys are outnumbered, like someone get disconnected, there are still things that they can do on it.
Yeah.
Any questions so far?
I mean, I had the BKB thing, but now I know. I'm always concerned about my BKB usage. Sometimes I do it too early, sometimes I do it too late, and I get stunned and die randomly.
Yeah. It can be really solved if you just pay attention to the camera. It's really the camera angle, because if you saw them using the Ravage, using the Echo Slam, I don't think you are going to use the BKB immediately, because you are not going to be scared, right? You have that info that they don't have spell that can stun and then kill you to death. Kill you to death. Lol. So another thing as well is that when it comes to the camera again, like what I mentioned, when you finish your BKB, right? The team is not ready to fight. So 26 minutes, you got your BKB, and you fought
does
around
nothing.
31 minutes. So it took like full 5 minutes before you could use the BKB. Do you get my point? Like why the
Yeah, I
BKB
get it.
is really bad? Yeah.
Yeah.
You could
Okay.
you could really go for another damage item in there. Just split push, you know, the lineup
I
of the
guess
enemy.
I
Go
think
ahead.
it's the same reasoning like the Ring of Health at the first
Hmm.
start of the game.
You
You
don't
know,
rely on your team.
yeah, it's
Ah,
just
that's so
been
bad. And you're going to die. Ah, I actually saved you. But they will just right click. Nice stun. If the Zeus went in there with a right click, you're dead. I mean, yeah, he's
almost.
still dead. I don't know why Zeus is too far. Oh, enemy is kind of strolling now. He actually abandoned. But he actually went back. I mean, oh, maybe no one sold these items. Because the
Yeah,
net
we
worth.
no, no, we are five as a group, so you know we're not gonna throw.
Radiant's top tower is under
It didn't go to
We were in
zero,
a
so
yeah, we were in a party, so
yeah.
Axe observes
Maybe he could
carnage
reconnect as
underway
well. I don't
at
know.
Radiant's top tower.
So yeah, at this point the enemy just throw, but you're just actually lucky in here. You're just lucky that the enemy is so bad that they got cocky in there. Look at you, look at your initiation. Before you even go to the Zeus, they know that you are there because of the creep wave, right?
yeah.
So here, Eggswan missed. Okay.
Yeah.
BKB usage and rage buyback, I think. But yeah, I think it's a really good buyback because they don't have any more spells, and you still have BKB.
Yeah.
You should not stay too close in there. BKB? Okay. That's another bad BKB usage right there.
Yeah.
I mean, they are fleeing. They are running away.
Radiant's top tower is under
I guess I just didn't want to get interrupted by anything for doing damage.
I mean,
tower is under attack.
you saw that they don't have Echo Slam, right? They already
Yeah,
used
yeah, I
the
know.
Nimbus. So they don't have any way of killing you in there. But yeah, it's fine.
It's bad. Okay, got it.
You're panicking, or you're not too sure about the BKB usage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can go right
That's
now. Slow, yeah. If you have Deso, maybe this guy is dead.
if I have BKB, he was dead.
Yeah, if you have BKB, you will not be stunned, and then Slark bought back. You bought back earlier. If you die, it's gonna be game over. This is way too risky, and then the reward is only Zeus that can possibly buy back. But I guess he doesn't have buyback.
That is for certain.
At least you managed to force the buyback on the Slark. It's just way too risky for me because even the support like the Pudge and then the Earthshaker could buy back and then kill you in there, and you're the carry without buyback.
Yep.
And once you're dead, your team doesn't do enough damage. The tiniest damage is not gonna be that high. That can be played for sustained or prolonged fight. Same thing for Phoenix and then AA. So yeah, I think this game is over
In one of them.
Yeah,
because of that throw.
I think so too.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Just
Any
threw
questions
there.
though?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Uh,
Middle tower is under
I mean, how can I like
Radiant's bottom tower.
better my BKB usage? Like, I think that's a big problem I have with all carries. I think
Blades would never whine like
I'm just,
Radiant's middle barracks.
as I told you, it's either I do it too early and then it becomes useless, and then or I do it too late. Like the last fight here, I just waited for I don't know why, and then I died. I got slammed, and I died, and I threw the game. So I don't know how I can progress on that.
The only solution is only info, like getting info. Like,
Yeah.
how do you get info in the game? By moving around your camera, right? By moving
Yeah.
around your camera, or asking your team if the enemy used this spell. Like,
Yeah.
guys, let's say you're fighting in here, and then there's another fight in here. You can only see what's happening in here, right? Because this is your camera. What if the enemy uses the Ravage in here? right?
Yeah.
So you still don't know because you're here, like with the camera, you're not sure. So that's where the communication will come into play. Like if you're communicating with your team, like he would say, guys, Ravage use on me in here, use in mid. So yeah, you would know that he already used Ravage, right?
Yeah.
Communication and yeah, camera. Always use your camera. Stop following your hero like a League of Legends player. If you're playing League of Legends, yeah, it's really beneficial. But if you're playing Dota, it's really not, because you really need to move around your camera too much in Dota 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, try that, and I guarantee you that you will never have that kind of problem again. I guarantee you that.
Okay, I didn't even see it as a problem. Okay. I get it.
If you don't consider that a problem, you're in big trouble, because
Yeah, now I see it.
yeah, you're going to play carry, right? One overcommitment, it's your death, and it's gonna be painful because you're the carry, right?
Yeah. True.
It's kind of okay, although not really okay. It's kind of okay-ish with the supports because of the importance of the hero, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, for safe lane, it's not really acceptable
Okay.
because it's game losing. Like what happened here, you died, 2 Raxas are gone, and then enemy has control of the lane or of the game, and then possibly they're just waiting for Roshan and then go to the top lane to end it properly. And yeah. Any questions though?
That's it, I think. Yeah, I got some pretty good info.
I hope you take note of those things.
Oh
And,
yeah, I will.
yeah. I will just summarize the coaching session here.
Okay.
So let me pause it here. So going into the lane, you need to know the matchup. Okay.
Yeah.
You know Tidehunter, and think about what is Tidehunter gonna do in the lane. Okay. And itemize against your lane. You don't itemize just because you cannot rely on your support. No, it's not gonna happen. You need to rely to your support because you're a carry. Okay, then don't judge them like that. You know, if you just ask them nicely, like, "Hey, can you buy more consumables and then sustain me?" I'm sure he will try to do it. You're in a party, right? All of you wants to win, right?
True.
So I don't think he will actually refuse to do it. You can even add info like, I don't want to buy consumables. I don't want to buy Tango himself because I want to get my Battle Fury as soon as possible.
I guess I'm too used to cope with pubs. That's
yeah. Even with
some-
pubs, it's really helpful. Like if you really communicate properly with your teammates, it's gonna increase your chance into winning.
Okay.
Like you know, building connection with your teammates as well. Like, yeah, this guy is this guy's really good, reliable. I can trust this guy. If I ask this, he will really perform. You might even add some players in the game, or they might even add you and then commend you. That's only benefit of it. But
yeah.
communication will really go a long way. Solar communication. And yeah, going back to the laning stage. Tidehunter. Skill set of Tidehunter. Okay. Anchor Smash. He will use it. Okay. He will really use it. Unless he go for Gush and then Kraken Show. So you don't need the item of Magic Wand in that game. But I guarantee you, if you're going to play against Tide, who else? Bristleback, yeah. Batrider. Any hero that has low cooldown spells that they can easily spam. Most of the time, Magic Wand is a must. Okay.
Okay.
And please don't buy boots if it's only a default build. Never buy any item that you don't have reasoning behind it. So if you want to be the harasser, maybe you could go for other items like Orb of Corrosion, even Blightstone or just Orb of Venom. It's enough. because every time that you use the dagger, it will be active,
Yeah, yeah.
and you can always close the gap with your PA, right? Because you always have Phantom Strike,
And Tide Hunter.
and
Yeah.
No
you need to,
man.
aside from knowing the matchup like Tide Hunter, Shaker, you need to know the priority hero on the lane first, of course, on the lane. So overcommitting to the Shaker, not worth it. You died. Even if you don't die, you will consume a lot of consumables and time because you are not going to get the creeps, right?
Yeah.
We could say that time is gold. Time is gold, but the gold is not time. My point
Okay.
is, if you wasted time chasing the Zeus and then delaying your Battle Fury, it's gonna hurt you a lot.
True.
You know? What if you manage to get your Battle Fury for like 16 minutes instead of 18 minutes? That 2 minutes, you could use
That's a
that to
lot.
clear the ancients and
Yep.
then move around, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, and then going to the mid game.
Oracle chose you.
Mid game is really important. Like, never lock your camera on your hero because two two mistakes, I think, two deaths when you TP to the mid and then fought with them, you just died immediately because you don't have
Yep.
info. So yeah, and it goes to the late game as well, like your camera angle, positioning, and then itemization, right? Since your
Yeah.
camera is only on your hero, you don't know the items or the progress of your team, so you don't know if they are ready to fight. So you got BKB, you waited for like 5 minutes before you use it, useless BKB or underwhelming BKB timing. So yeah,
Okay.
gather as much info as you can, and then process it. That that habit, it's not only applicable to the carries, even supports. Not just with the legend or ancient, divine and immortal. Especially in immortal, we are really abusing those things. So
Yeah.
yeah. Any
Okay.
questions though?
No, no. Everything is noted.
All right. Well, I thank you for your time then,
Thank
and
you, man.
you're
Very
welcome.
helpful.
Good luck
Thanks,
and
bro.
have fun with your games.
You too, man. Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thanks for the time. Bye.
Yo, Art, are you still here? Um,
Yep.
what do you think?
What up? It was good. He touched on everything that I would think about. His itemization to start. You didn't really talk about how he could abuse his skills, but you did talk about how he wasn't using his mana, which was really good. Because it's like, you have your dagger. Why not use it? You talked itemization. You talked about thinking about his lane. He didn't think about his lane at all. And there's two more things. Up.
In the blink of an eye.
That should actually be all.
I'm here to blur
It was a
the
good session
line
overall.
between life
I like that
and
you talk
death.
about how he's not thinking about his fights, how he's just focusing on himself, so he's not gathering the information that he needs. Whether or not he's not looking if Ravage is actually up or down. He's not checking items, so he doesn't know if an E-blade. Sorry, not E-blade. What's that thing called? Ghost Scepter comes out.
Mhm.
So those were all good things that you covered. I like the session.
All right.
No real
thank you.
mistakes.
Yeah, I thought I missed something out there. Maybe when it comes to the
Nah.
to the map movement, but I think it doesn't matter because it's only legend brackets. It's not something like immortal
Yeah.
or divine. He
Yeah.
needs to, even if he got like really good map movement, if itemization or initiation is bad, it's not gonna do a
Mhm.
lot. And yeah, I hope
You
he
should
will
have
improve.
asked him why he kept going top. You know how like he's not even using the triangle for anything in particular. He's just top because he should be top. So maybe I would have talked a little bit about that.
Is it before the Battle Fury or after the Battle Fury?
So he was before his Battle Fury. He TP top, so he is dodging the tide, which he's supposed to dodge a tide.
Mhm.
But he was just farming the lane at all alone. And then he got his Battle Fury and he took one ancient stack, and then he didn't stack the ancients himself. He just went back to farming a lane
Mhm.
again. You know.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, so
Um,
maybe talk about the importance of the triangle, or like how much different the camps are, how much they're worth
Mhm.
versus how much they're not.
Oh yeah, emphasis on the ancient camps.
Yeah, tell him
Uh,
why he's doing the things he's doing, right? So he's in the
mhm,
right place, but he's not doing the thing that you're supposed to do in that area, right?
mhm.
You know, you have an AA who's really long range and really good at stacking. So
Mhm.
if you're
Abuse
communicating
it.
with your team,
Yeah, that's a
get him to
problem.
make some stacks. AA, especially when he's walking around doing nothing like this AA was doing, he can
Uh-huh.
stack 2 camps every minute for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
for
maybe,
the
but
fast range.
that's not his fault. That's just hey, ask the AA. Because as he said, if this was a pub, then fuck off. I'm not talking to that AA. But because it's in a 5 stack, hey, my dude, I need some stacks. Simple like that.
Yeah. He
I
actually
like that.
said he said that he is not they're not talking to each other, so
Yeah, they were losing,
yeah,
so they got quiet
they just went
down.
silent. Yeah,
Hmm.
which is really a bad thing when it comes to the competitive matches. Like overall,
Hmm.
not just with this 5-man stack or for fun. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah,
But yeah, no, everything that you touched on is what I would have touched on too, and I like the summary at the end.
okay. Yeah, I really hope that he took notes of everything, so
Yeah,
he has his
the,
assignment, and then I would know if he improved or not.
the strangest thing about that game is his biggest mistake was not starting with a stick.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how something so small causes everything else to happen, right?
Yep.
Also, he double tango start, which is, I guess that's fine. I wouldn't do that. I would just ferry out regen, but he double tango started, and then he used his first tango at 3 minutes.
Which is
So it's
really
kind of like,
bad
well, you got
for
all those tangos. What you gonna use them for, right?
he didn't
Maybe you could have started with more stats. Maybe you could have had been closer to your battle fury.
yeah, he didn't really
I
itemize for the lane. He itemized
No.
with the mindset that I cannot rely on my AA.
The guide says this is good. My AA is not gonna do anything.
Yeah. But it's fine, it's understandable because he said that in my pub, you know, got used to it. So but yeah,
Yeah, that's
the best
fair.
advice that I could give to him is be proactive. If you think
Mm-hmm.
that it's always the case in your pub, make a change. You know, try to start things up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're used to it, then make a change right now because I can guarantee you that positive or proactive talking, it's
Mm-hmm.
really important in the
Mm.
game. Like the higher you go as well.
Oh,
So
100%.
yeah.
I,
I'm
I
going.
I think you missed the concept in that game
Mm-hmm.
because whenever the PA completely lost the lane and tide was 5, there was the situation where he was stuck in lane with no HP. At that time he could have waited a bit to regen, then Suicide pushed the lane in his tower, let them kill him, and he should have noticed that the enemy safe lane died at the same time that he died, and he could have TP'd top. And Slark after that was farming in the jungle, so he would have had a lane against the Pudge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Oh yeah, leave the lane
Yeah.
when the offlaner hits 6. When they hit that
yeah, you
power
need
spike, it's like, well,
he has to leave the lane because he can't lane. Yeah, he can't do anything against Tide because of the
mhm.
passive.
Mhm.
So the lane is completely unplayable.
Mhm.
And that was his easy out of the lane to just die there and TP.
Yeah.
You talking
Because
about the
if he
time that he
has to
walked back to
walk,
base?
if he walks, then he's fucked, and if he stays, he's also fucked. So
Mm-hmm.
just get some gold while you're killing yourself, and then TP top. And the top was only Pudge,
Hmm.
Yeah, I think
so there
that's the
was
time that
opportunity in top.
oh yeah, I remember that part.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it still kind of depends on the player though, like how do they adapt to those situations and um how versatile they are when it comes to the laning stage. Because as I
Mm-hmm.
observed in the lower MMR, their laning stage is really over 10 minutes. Like
Hmm.
even if they're losing, they will really double down into losing more because they
Keep
said
going back. Yep.
yeah, keep going back because they will always think that it's my lane. The laning is not yet over, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they are freely farming the lane, they will still stay in there for like 20 minutes into the game, which is really bad.
Yep.
And um
Very rigid thinking.
yeah, and I hope that the thing that I've mentioned to him, like the concept of levels, pressure, and everything. Maybe hopefully he will know when to leave the lane and start going to other lane. Hopefully he catch up on it, because that's something that you cannot tell immediately that yeah, Tide level 5 go out. What about other hero? You know, he needs to learn or assess those situations for himself. So yeah.
Oh, when you talked about the first wave, right, and pushing out the first wave and bringing it on the tower,
Mm-hmm.
I am actually a big fan of bringing it on the tower and getting you a quick level 2
Level 2, yeah.
as the carry, as the safe laner.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing that happens, right, is you're right that Tide is gonna, just be like, all right, easy CS. But what's gonna happen is you saw where the Earthshaker was. Now the Earthshaker gets forced into a 2v1 where he just has a fissure, just like how you were saying. Like in my mind, I like it when the carries overblock. Because then, the carry pushes up, the wave is at their tower, then I get to stack for free. And I don't
Yeah.
have to deal with two people just walking at me,
Mm-hmm.
blocking it. The
The
thing is, how
whole
you
lane
use
was a
how you use the
disaster.
time is what's more important, right?
Yeah,
In
for
his
the support.
situation, yeah, he's just gonna stand there and watch the Tide farm on the tower.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the lane was completely fucked. Like he screwed up the wave, and he could have had the level 2. And even if he had 2, the AA went fucking slow path, so it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, it
Yep.
doesn't really matter because again, they don't communicate to each other,
Nope.
right?
I mean, AA
And
should know what he's supposed to do. Like, you don't go slow path level 2 like that.
he actually told me that I should lower my expectations in the AA because of his medal in there. He is the lowest MMR player in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like he is too quick to judge, and that's
Yeah, you
something
can't
that
do
he should
that.
learn from. Even if the guy is very low on MMR, the guy is still human and could think
Mm-hmm.
for the better result of the game. I mean, I'm kind of partying with some heroes or crusader as well, and I can still win the game by micromanaging them, like leading
Yeah.
them still.
Ask
So
if you say please stack, he will go stack. It's not like he's suddenly just because he's Herald he can't stack.
yeah,
I mean, this is
just
why
guide them.
I think it's dangerous to like tell carries that their supports are like bad, or like supports that their carries are bad, because like simple, like if the other player doesn't know what he's doing, you can give him like a little bit of like guidance,
Hmm.
and the lane can be completely changed. But like I had the example on recently where I didn't see an angle of like right clicking enemies, and my carry simply said right click them more, and we instantly killed both of them, and he was like rank 2000 EU or something. So he like led me a little bit with his guidance,
Hmm.
and it immediately changed it. And that's why like I think you should like encourage these people to like say simple things that the other player can do, like buy a salve or like hit him or something like that. It's not like beneficial to tell them like, yeah, don't talk to them, or
Yeah.
like, it's
That's
and
kind of hard as
Depends
well.
on the server, though. I will tell you that in Southeast Asia, you you
Exactly.
you do that, you're gonna get a man running down mid or just
Yeah,
I
screaming at his
mean,
exactly.
mic.
yeah,
He will just trash
I
talk
don't
you all
know.
game, those kind of things. But
Mm.
it's really case to
No,
case
no, you're
basis.
completely right. You should try, but then you gotta
Hmm.
recognize when the other guy wants to go full baboon and yell at you.
Hmm. At least you tried. That's all that you could
Yeah,
say. At least you
100%.
I mean,
tried
I don't
because
know
it's
about the C
totally.
server. I've never played it.
It's
Yeah.
exactly as I just described.
You should try
They
to
don't give up. They
coach.
don't give up. But when someone
Yeah.
tries to tell them what they do and they think that they're better than them, oof.
They
Yeah, I'll
will
stick
really
to
waste your
Russian
time by not
server.
giving up. That's actually one of
Hmm.
the good things about Southeast. Like, even if they
They never
say
give up.
end, they will defend like
And
it's
mid just
fucking
means like
TI.
I'm never giving up. I will defend this with my life.
Yeah,
Like, oh lord.
fucking hell, Southeast. Well, boys,
I used
I
to
appreciate your time and company. I'm gonna get out from the voice channel, and thank you for your
Alright.
time, guys.
We'll move you up. I don't think there's anything else I need to discuss.
Thank you, Art.
Let me just change your role. There you go.
Enjoy your weekends, boys.
See you, dude.